loving can heal, your loving can mend your soul, and it's the only thing that I know. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Selamat datang pada semua. Dah masuk ramai dah masuk pagi ni. Jadi kita akan mulakan program kita pada pagi ni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Selamat datang kepada semua untuk BSK MCMC 2021 Virtual Talk with Kevin Zahri, Cikgu Fitness anda pada pagi ini. Jadi kita akan mulakan 10.30 dan program yang kita akan buat pada pagi ini adalah lanjutan ataupun titik tolak daripada kita punya program BSK Bukan Soal Kurus MCMC 2021 di mana kita lakukan secara dalam talian sekarang dan kita juga sentiasa tahu yang norma baru tak akan menghalang usaha kita untuk kekal sihat, dan kebanyakan BSK MCMC yang kita dah buat sekarang ini adalah secara dalam talian, termasuklah program kita pada pagi ini. Walaupun feel ni tak sama macam kita berjumpa di depan-depan, walau bagaimanapun apabila kita melakukan secara berkumpulan, insyaAllah perkara tersebut akan menjadi lebih seronok. Dan yang bestnya, pada tahun ini kita buat BSK MCMC, kita buat sekali dengan rakan-rakan kita di State Office, dan kita boleh buat bersama-sama. Dan jelah sekarang ni walaupun di HQ lama tak jumpa, semua orang pun dah berjambang dan sebagainya, kita tak kenal satu sama lain. Mungkin sekarang masa kita untuk melihat wajah masing-masing, berjumpa semula. Mungkin kita boleh gunakan BSK MCMC sebagai platform untuk kita sama-sama berjumpa balik dan kita bersukan ataupun beriadah bersama-sama. Dan tanpa saya membuang masa, saya dengan ini menjemput Presiden Kelab Sukan Kebajikan MCMC, Encik Zaidi Abdul Karim, untuk memberikan sedikit ucapan pembukaan kepada semua.
Terima kasih Encik Amirul. Boleh dengar ke?
Boleh.
Okey, terima kasih MC. Terima kasih. Selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm very delighted this morning. Syukur pada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala because kita dapat hari ini bersama-sama dengan seluruh warga ahli kelab sukan MCMC di bawah program BSK MCMC 2021 Virtual Talk with coach terkenal kita, Kevin Zahri. So sama-sama kita bagi tepukan, walaupun kita virtual, bagi tepukan dulu yang gemuruh walaupun tak dengar sangat, tak apa. Yang penting action itu. So sebagaimana MC beritahu, walaupun kita dalam MCO, EMCO, saya tak tahu apa nama lagi dah, banyak sangat dia punya MC tu kan. As long kita jangan MC sudah. So that's why kita buat program ni untuk kekal sihat, bukan saja sebab kurus, tapi kalau kurus lagi bagus lah. I think psycho betul lah Coach Kevin ni, dia punya ni kan, dia punya psikologi tu bagus kan. So kita nak kekal sihat sepanjang hayat. I think that's the intent of the program. Dan kita tahu sekarang ni masa kita semua duduk di rumah, kerja di rumah, masa kerja ke office nak duduk rumah. Bila duduk rumah lama nak datang ke office. So kita memang human, memang begitu. So saya ucapkan pertamanya selamat datang kepada Coach Kevin Zahri and all dia punya team ke virtual MCMC punya event. So selamat datang Coach. So kita akan lebih mengenali Coach lah nanti lepas ni, sebab 8 minggu bersama-sama all of you. So definitely kita akan kenal lah apa you punya menu you suka, siapa you punya boyfriend, girlfriend. 8 minggu mesti kenal je, lebih dekat. So thanks pertamanya kepada semua peserta-peserta dan juga yang bukan peserta dan dia turut hadir pada hari ini, dan mungkin dia akan terbuka hati untuk register sebab kita still open for registration for the next 1 week. So hopefully we can achieve kita punya beyond expectation lah. kita punya numbers of participant. MCMC punya staff, we are close to 1,000 now, close to, not yet 1,000. So if we can get 15% or even 10%, higher than 10%, I think we already achieved, because this is a virtual things and everybody is busy, we all knows, but as long as we all committed and ada some target, dapat sikit tips daripada coach yang berpengalaman, yang boleh berguna untuk sepanjang hayat kita, I think this is going to be useful knowledge for our entire life, insya-Allah. So saya juga ingin merakamkan ucapan penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada saya punya tim di Sports Club, terutamanya kita punya Vice President Encik Ashraf dan semua AJK kita yang bekerja keras. Walaupun kita ni virtual, kita buat pro bono. Club is a pro bono, memang tak ada gaji punya kerja. But we all committed to do this job and to serve our members. Dan juga tak kita lupa kepada pesan di belakang tabir Puan Adlina, kita tepuk pada dia, kerja kuat, bukan mudah ya nak organize secara virtual dan promote dan encourage kita punya staff and members to participate dalam program ni. Kita juga ucapkan terima kasih kepada pengurusi MCMC, Dr. Fadul dan juga pengurusan kanan MCMC yang memang sentiasa memberi sokongan padu kepada program-program fitness, mental health dan kesihatan. Kalau warga kelab sukan MCMC sihat, kos perubatan kita pun akan kurang. Dan yang penting sekali, produktiviti kita akan meningkat. Okay, sebab kita punya minda cergas, fizikal yang cergas, dan kita dapat serve the need of the nation dengan lebih baik. Okay, akibat kita lebih cergas. Dan kita, itu yang kita minta. So terima kasih kepada pengurusan kanan MCMC dan HR, kita tak lupa. HR is important lah. Tak ada HR kita pun memang susah nak buat program-program ni. Kita nak blast email pun kena through HR. So terima kasih HR kerana membantu kita, dan we are always wants to work with you on program-program yang akan memberi manfaat kepada ahli-ahli kelab dan juga warga MCMC secara keseluruhan, bukan sahaja di HQ Cyberjaya. Bahkan kita, Coach Kevin ya, office kita daripada Kanga sampai ke mana tu, Tawau pun kita ada office, the whole country, sama ada Kelantan, Terengganu, setiap negeri ada office MCMC. So bertebaran. So the virtual program ni bagi peluang kepada semua ahli-ahli kita untuk mengambil bahagian. Kalau tidak dulu dia orang kata kelab ni suka buat di HQ saja. But now I think thanks for the pandemic ni, dia apa tu fast track kita punya teknologi digital punya needs ni, and it also helps a lot through digital. Tanpa digital I think quite difficult. I think we never thought that we're going to have this type of conversation 5 years ago or even 3 years ago as easy as this one, and it's free. that's the important one. The platform is almost free, and you see the quality is superb. So thanks again for apa tu kelab pengurusan kelab sukan, dan yang lebih penting sekali ialah semua peserta-peserta. Itu yang lagi penting, dan kita tahu saya tak payah bagi motivasi. Coach Kevin kita, dia memang pakar motivasi, dan coach-coach yang lain. Sure, yang kita bukan 8 minggu silap-silap, please add another 2 weeks more for the program. But okay, I think that's all what I'm going to say. They all wants to hear from you, coach, not from me. So thanks again for your time, Kevin, and other coach. I see ada coach Zoe juga kat sini sebab kita ada staff nama Zoe. I said, you join sebab ada coach Zoe ke? Bukan. So no, because it's coincidence. So I think that's all from me. Again, thank you very much to all of you who participate in these webinar events, and we look forward not only to share our kilogram, pounds. We don't have KPI for that one, but of course if 100 people participate, if 5 kilo is already 100 times 5 is already berapa? 500 kilogram. 500 kilogram means Kalau satu orang berat 70, we can see berapa orang punya berat tu yang hilang. So thank you again. So we look forward for a good program and a good feedback from all of you, and our coach is always will be with you, in touch with you with all the needs that you require. So bye-bye. Thank you.
Terima kasih Encik Zahidi, Presiden Kelab Sukan Negara Kebajikan MCMC. Betul, memang ada rahmat sebalik ujian. So kita boleh bukan rahmat di state office Encik Rahmat. Saya tak ada sini tak ada. So memang ada, sentiasa akan ada rahmat sebalik ujian. Kita boleh berkumpul bersama-sama pada pagi ni. Hari Sabtu semua orang pun tak boleh keluar. So elok sangatlah duduk kat sini dengar supaya kita pun boleh sihat. Dan sedikit pengumuman, kita disablekan chat untuk kita buka kepada Q&A. Ada satu segmen ataupun platform Q&A kita boleh gunakan untuk soalan, tapi chat kita disable, dan mic dengan kamera juga kita disable untuk peserta lah. Ini untuk memudahkan kalau ada pertanyaan boleh terus masukkan di Q&A, dan nanti selepas daripada perkongsian daripada Coach Kevin Zahri, kita akan buka untuk soalan, dan mungkin lepas tu boleh buat soalan, boleh berikan soalan melalui Q&A punya platform ataupun secara live, boleh raise your hand dan kita akan buka mic dan kamera untuk diberikan soalan secara live. Baik, Kevin Zahri antara nama yang tidak asing dalam kebanyakan kita, dan di antara ramai jurulatih kecergasan, pakar kesihatan dan pakar pemakanan di Malaysia, Coach Kevin Zahri adalah antara nama yang besar yang kita selalu dengar. Dan beliau adalah seorang influencer, personality TV, speaker, usahawan dan juga penulis. Beliau mempunyai lebih 600,000 followers di Facebook dan lebih 250,000 followers di IG, dan digelar sebagai Cikgu Fitness Malaysia. Kevin sudah berkecimpung lebih 15 tahun dalam bidang ini, dan walaupun kelulusan dalam bidang kejuruteraan mekanikal, tapi minat dalam bidang sukan ataupun kecergasan lebih mantap dan lebih kuat. Disebabkan itu Coach Kevin ada di sini, dan beliau banyak mengadakan perkongsian dan seminar berkenaan dengan kesihatan, dan sebelum ini kita gunakan nama hashtag ataupun Jom Kurus. Dan sekarang kita bersama dengan Kelab Sukan dan Kebajikan MCMC, kita adakan BSK Bukan Soal Kurus MCMC, yang kita adakan sebagai program untuk MCMC secara khusus. Dan kita juga boleh dengar daripada Coach Kevin selepas ini. Sesi ini akan lebih berunsur moderated discussion. Saya akan berikan soalan, mungkin Coach Kevin akan jawab dalam bentuk presentation, dan inilah dia punya biodata. Coach Kevin sangat fit dan lean lah badan dia. Saya nak cuba macam dia sebab sekarang saya dalam team Coach Zoe overweight. So ada lebih sikit, saya nak bagi normal balik. So saya harap orang yang lain juga sama boleh jadi pembukaan kepada semua untuk join BSK MCMC 2021 untuk kita sama-sama fit dan juga sihat. Dan ada soalan ke? Cik Karim mengangkat tangan ke awalnya? Tak ada. Okey. Baik. Tanpa kita membuang masa, kita akan berikan soalan yang pertama kepada Coach Kevin. Sekejap. Okey, Coach Kevin, selamat datang. Sihat Coach Kevin?
Ya, Assalamualaikum Amirul. Audio jelas, boleh mendengar saya?
Boleh, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Ya, thank you so much kerana sudi menjayakan MCMC Bukan Soal Kurus bersama dengan kami. Thank you so much juga kepada semua peserta yang sudi meluangkan hari Sabtu bersama dengan kita untuk pembukaan dan mungkin memperkenalkan program BSK kita. Also, thank you so much kepada our President Encik Muhammad Zaidi Abdul Karim for the really sweet kata-kata aluan tadi yang begitu sinonim dengan our program, which is yes 8 minggu, but it is more lebih kepada of course sepanjang hayat. And as Zaidi mentioned and Amirul mentioned tadi juga, there's a lot of kurnia di sebalik cabaran. Kita berada dalam keadaan pandemik dan sebaliknya, And it is always this cabaran kehidupan yang membantu kita untuk menuju ke arah kemajuan diri, kemajuan mungkin pekerjaan. And I just wanted to say again, thank you so much kerana sudi menjayakan program ini bersama dengan kami semua.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, kita perasan nama sekarang kita gunakan BSK. Macam mana fikir untuk anjurkan program Bukan Soal Kurus? Boleh Coach ceritakan BSK? Kalau bukan soal kurus, soal apa sebenarnya?
Ya, dulu kalau tengok slide ni pun basically kita asal usulnya is program Jom Kurus ya, yang bermula pada tahun 2013 ya, hampir 7 tahun lebih kurang, and dengan pelbagai kejayaan. But when kita masuk ke kategori sekolah, because now kita dah ada program melibatkan ratusan sekolah secara virtual pun dengan kempen Bukan Soal Kurus Sekolah. Kalau namanya Jom Kurus Sekolah, dia kurang politically correct, because kanak-kanak tu bukan nak kurus pun. Kanak-kanak tu kita nak ke arah yang sihat, ke arah yang cergas, and kita nak dia membesar dan menambah berat badan. So istilah Jom Kurus was not really correct. And even daripada program Jom Kurus, seluruh Malaysia dengan begitu banyak kisah kejayaan, it was never about kurus. Kurus tu is just laungan untuk mungkin menarik orang masuk program kerana mungkin mereka berdepan dengan masalah berat badan secara umumnya yang saya pasti juga ada pada hari ini. But matlamat destinasinya is not kurus. It's same thing dengan kekayaan ataupun kegembiraan. It is always destinasi yang mungkin anda ingin capai, but ia bukan destinasi yang akan anda capai. Ia adalah komitmen diri sepanjang hayat untuk mengejar kegembiraan, untuk mengejar mungkin erti kawalan kewangan dan sebagainya. And it's the same thing juga dengan kurus. Anda takkan kurus pun. And if you berjaya kurus sekalipun, it does not mean that perjuangan tu berakhir di situ. And hence istilah Bukan Soal Kurus is really in a way brilliant, because yes, ia still memberitahu kita membantu anda untuk kawalan berat badan, but pada masa yang sama ia membantu kita untuk membuka perbincangan bahawasanya that is not about kurus, and there are so many amazing kejayaan yang kita boleh raihkan daripada program sebegini juga di luar just angka berat badan. And this is where again, first day ramai orang akan join program dengan niat nak kurangkan mungkin 5, 10, 15 kilo, which is fine. My job, Coach Zoe, Coach Cruz, Coach Kevin Andrew punya kerja nanti is to really manage expectation supaya harapan dengan really kebolehan dan reality tu agak selari. Because if harapan is tinggi but it's not realistic, then again dia menambah tekanan kehidupan. And program BSK MCMC should not be program yang menambah stres, menambah tak gembira. It should membantu seseorang untuk meningkatkan kegembiraan secara am. And when we talk about kegembiraan, and I saw baju daripada saudari, let me check real quick ya, saudari Ziadora pakai, tunjuk sikit baju tu. We have baju Suka Hati Aku. Suka Hati Aku is really subtema program Bukan Soal Kurus. It is a slogan yang orang suka, because dalam kehidupan there is a lot of pilihan diri yang seseorang perlu take ownership. Take ownership means jangan asyik minta kebenaran untuk lakukan apa-apa dengan semua orang. Erti kesihatan, erti istilah kurus, erti kecergasan suka hati kau. Whether you want it to be definasi untuk just nak melakukan senaman ringan, suka hati kau. You nak buat crossfit, suka hati kau. You nak ambil erti kecergasan atau kesihatan sejauh mungkin atlet Olimpik pun suka hati kau. But pendekatan setiap individu berbeza. It's pilihan masing-masing. And if we have 100-200 peserta pada hari ini, kita ada 100-200 orang yang mempunyai keseimbangan kehidupan yang tersendiri, erti makanan sihat yang tersendiri, kegembiraan senaman yang tersendiri, and it is suka hati masing-masing untuk dan mencari jalan yang tersendiri. And our job sebagai coaches dan sebagainya is not to tell you what to do. If we tell you what to do, then you tak bergantung kepada diri sendiri. Our job is to guide you, educate you, memperkasakan diri anda supaya the knowledge that you get daripada program 8 minggu ini, anda dapat menerapkannya and you dapat mengamalkannya ikut definasi mungkin Amirul yang tersendiri. And Amirul sekarang mungkin usia 20-an kan, lebih kurang. So erti kurus di 20-an, 30-an, 40-an berbeza-beza. Tadi kita all semua layan lagu yang 1000 miles ke yang Vanessa penyanyi itulah. That one pun memberikan nostalgic memory lagu mungkin 20 years ago, where even for me istilah kesihatan sangat berbeza dengan sekarang, especially dalam keadaan pandemik 2021 ini. But that is the erti kehidupan. Ia sentiasa berubah-ubah, and we want this program to be something yang memberikan empowerment, empowerment kepada diri anda. But untuk adanya empowerment, you need to ada keperluan, kena angkat tangan, tanya diri, what do I want daripada diri sendiri, daripada kesihatan, kegembiraan, kawalan stres, senaman dan sebagainya. And then you need ilmu untuk then, menggerakkan diri ke arah yang ingin ditujui, but then at the same time you have to memberikan ruang kepada diri sendiri untuk memudahkan this journey. And that is the job of our BSK program yang penuh dengan pelbagai pengisian sepanjang 8 minggu, yang saya sangat mengharapkan para peserta dapat take the opportunity yang ditawarkan, yang saya difahamkan percuma buat anda, bukan untuk saya, bukan untuk Encik Zaidi, bukan untuk Amirul, not for your coaches, but diri sendiri. And then just to recap your question, Amirul, yang panjang lebar jawapannya, the program tercetusnya juga because of pandemic COVID-19. It created a scenario where mustahil bersemuka face to face. So we started off dengan just buat rangkaian kawan-kawan dunia kecergasan. We did virtual workouts hari-hari percuma live untuk orang ramai. But bila you follow live home workout on Facebook, on Instagram, interaction dia agak terhad and terputus selepas habis sesi senaman. And daripada situ, we decided let's cuba merangka program virtual, because nak bersenam boleh. Bukanlah YouTube kau ada ribuan video yang boleh ditonton, but it is always agak-agak satu hala, because the person cannot really berinteraksi dengan anda, tidak memahami latar belakang anda, tidak meneliti teknik senaman yang anda mungkin sedang amalkan. So dengan program yang seperti ini, it is really two-way. That means supply and demand. Kita membekalkan program bersama untuk memenuhi kebosanan di rumah, untuk menyediakan program senaman yang agak tersusun, because nak buat sendiri malas. Semua orang malas. Saya pun malas, Amirul pun malas, mungkin Zaidi malas. Everybody agak malas bila bab senaman dekat rumah, because keadaan di rumah tu mungkin museum di mana kita boleh tinggalkan kerja sekejap dan sebagainya. So bila there is a program like this where everything is tersusun khas buat anda, dan ia memudahkan untuk anda ikut rentak bersama. And once you dapat rentak bersama, ia memudahkan anda untuk meneruskannya supaya as Encik Zaidi mentioned, harapan kita semua, it's not just amalan 8 minggu, but semoga rentak ini dapat membolehkan anda untuk mengekalkannya sepanjang hayat.
Thank you, Coach. Jawapan yang sangat jelas. Memang betul, bukan soal kurus adalah program yang sangat menarik untuk program-program di rumah. Dan kalau tak saya 20-an, mungkin jadi 30-an lah.
Yeah.
Okey,
Suka hati kau kan? Suka hati kau. It's all suka hati kau.
Okey, soalan yang kedua. Sekarang BSK MCMC 2021 8 minggu dengan peserta lebih kurang lebih 120 orang dan semua orang mungkin nak tahu apa yang paling penting sebenarnya untuk dapatkan ataupun untuk maintain berat badan yang ideal. Apa yang paling penting, makanan ke, fitness, buat senaman ke? Apa jawapan ni?
It's a very good question, Amirul, and saya difahamkan ruangan chat tak terbuka kepada semua peserta, but if you follow program BSK nanti sama ada bersama dengan saya or coach coach Cruz, Kevin, Andrews or dengan Zoe, kita memang suka banyak bertanya soalan kepada para peserta untuk membolehkan mereka again berfikir, in terms of what is the paling penting untuk diri sendiri. So let me ask you, Amirul, sebagai wakil para peserta pada hari ini, what do you rasa is yang paling penting dalam usaha, in this case mungkin kawalan berat badan? And we'll take it step by step together with you. And again, dalam senario seperti ini, macam seminar juga face to face, there is no presentation yang tersusun. It really depends on perbincangan bersama. But kebarangkalian bersama, soalan atau kemusykilan dan Amirul hadapi adalah soalan dan kemusykilan yang peserta hadapi juga. So let's take it step by step bersama. But again, it depends on your kemusykilan, soalan dan jawapan. So what do you think is cabaran Amirul sendiri yang paling besar?
Saya dah cuba pergi gym, saya buat exercise, tapi saya punya exercise kat sini tak membantulah. Saya rasa yang last pun pemakanan kita. Betul ke coach?
So now they always say they have this istilah, and I'm sure semua orang pernah tengok, pemakanan is 80% and then senaman is 20%. Now, para peserta yang bijaksana dan dihormati pada hari ini, do not follow anything anyone says. Jangan ikut cakap sesiapa. Tak kiralah saya ke Amirul ke Cik Muhammad Zaidi ke, don't follow. Tak kiralah selebriti terkenal, pakar yang macam mana sekalipun, kita tekankan dengar, listen, digest, and then you mempersoalkan sendiri apa nasihat yang diberi. If you follow dengan membuta, istilah memperkasakan diri susah, because you hanya just ikut senaman, ikut pemakanan, ikut diet dan sebagainya. But if tak sesuai dengan hati jiwa anda, then memang ke laut lah kau juga at the end of the day. So the istilah is really perah ilmu kiri, kanan, depan dan belakang, supaya at the end of the day you can make it your own journey. So if I say kepada anda, pemakanan is 80%, senaman is 20%. The next question you should ask is why? Why is it 80-20? And I want to throw this question back to Amirul. And again, Amirul, it's totally okay if you don't have the answer to every question, but it's always good to semak pemahaman diri. And I will want the same thing untuk para peserta. We will go through a lot of questions pada hari ini sepanjang program 8 minggu, and you have to sort of mempersoalkan why is it 80-20, why have to makan this, why have to buat senaman ini, supaya the questions memberikan anda the jawapan, and the jawapan, if you tak setuju, angkat tangan, kita boleh bincangkannya, because we are all intellectuals, and the discussion helps you to again memperkukuhkan pemahaman, supaya Amirul, that one day when you betul-betul dapat mengawal keadaan diri, you berjaya mentransformasikan diri dalam apa jua cara, dan orang ramai akan bertanya, Amirul, what did you do? Apa yang you lakukan? So then, because you memahami keadaan, then you boleh you boleh pass on the knowledge kepada kawan-kawan, your family, your kids, your wife, your husband, your employees, because then baru kita dapat keberkesanan of the impact our initiative yang berobjektif untuk membenteras obesiti di kalangan warga Malaysia, bukan dalam masa program 8 minggu, but for the next generation of Malaysians, which maybe is 20 years from now, but every one of us memainkan peranan yang besar. Hence, we also masuk kepada ribuan sekolah di Malaysia over the next 5 years bersama dengan KPM untuk menerapkan all of this knowledge daripada bangku sekolah lagi and including the ibu bapa. So again, let me ask you, Amirul, why is it pemakanan 80 and senaman 20? Why is it that ratio?
Saya sebenarnya tak ada jawapan. Cuma sebelum ni saya buat exercise, saya nampak benda tu tak berhasil. Saya nampak sebelum ni saya cuba juga potong minum air manis. Saya potong minum air manis, saya rasa lebih kurang 2 minggu je. Lepas tu saya dah minum Starbucks balik, saya dah terus down balik. Dan tapi dalam 2 minggu tu ada penurunan berat badan. Saya nampak bila saya jaga air saja ada kelebihan di situ. Dan pemakanan juga, tadi pagi saya makan nasi lemak dengan ayam goreng berempah.
Kita nak kick off dengan nasi lemak pula kau hari ni.
Itu masalah dia sekarang ni.
Let me ask you this. Bolehkah seseorang makan nasi lemak hari-hari sepanjang program 8 minggu BSK kita dan mengurang berat badan? Yes or no?
Boleh ke?
Yeah. But this is, again, you have to, because this is soalan yang real. You know, when we talk about diet, and bila para peserta yang mungkin bermasalah berat badan, and again, I understand in this program, they have 3 jenis peserta, but let's say peserta ingin melakar plan pemakanan yang akan dijayakan bersama dengan your coaches and our e-learning nanti juga. Today, we cannot cover everything, but just secara rambang, if you bayangkan plan diet untuk program ini, ramai yang bayangkan ayam dada lah, salmon lah, brokoli lah, air kosong lah, green tea lah, benda yang agak membosankan jiwa kau. Tak ramai yang start dengan nasi lemak as the first thing every day. So our job again is to make sure that the plan diet that Amirul anda nanti lakarkan on paper is as realistic as kehidupan yang sebenar. It does not make sense if your plan pemakanan on paper cantik, cikgu bagi A kau, but then in real life it does not work. You always feel macam you are failure-nya aku because apa yang you rancangkan, apa yang you buat asyik bercanggah, and that creates a conflict within diri you sendiri because every day you fail to execute apa yang dirancang. So our job is to make sure whatever yang dirancang is as real as possible as real life, and that is the problem dengan banyak diet, Atkins lah, keto lah, IF lah, paleo and Hollywood and Bollywood punya diet. Bukan diet itu jahat, or diet itu salah, diet itu okay. But diet tu kebarangkalian besar is not practical untuk majority penduduk dunia, because it's not realistic to eat that way 365 hari sehari. You at the end of the day nak minum teh tarik, nak minum Milo, nak makan nasi lemak, nak makan pisang goreng cheese, nak makan benda yang menggembirakan hati kau, because if pemakanan asyik sihat, bosan. And bila you bosan, you stress, and you will then look kepada penghujung program 8 minggu. Our job, sebanyak mungkin, again, we have 8 weeks to do this, is at the end of the 8 weeks, you understand, pilihan yang baik, pilihan yang kurang baik, you memahami it's not about kesempurnaan, it is about keseimbangan yang suka hati masing-masing, because nak kurangkan 10 kilo 8 minggu, nak kurangkan 2 kilo 8 minggu, both are totally amazing, but memerlukan disiplin yang agak berbeza. So, why am I babbling again about this? Nasi lemak, yes, nasi lemak. So again, to answer the question, can you makan nasi lemak every day untuk kawal kurangkan berat badan? Let me ask our panelists yang ada buka videonya. If you think yes, just give me a thumbs up, and if you think tak boleh, just give me a thumbs down. Let's go. Let's see what we have here. So everybody, we have it's generally everyone is saying okay, and that's true. You can makan nasi lemak every single day, still mengurangkan berat badan as long as you memahami keperluan kalori berbanding dengan pembakaran kalori seharian seseorang. And this is where ramai orang macam, kalori. Kalori is memang benda yang remeh-temeh. Natang kalori itu memang can be membosankan. And I tidak galakkan Amirul untuk mengira kalori. Saya tidak galakkan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan mengira kalori hari-hari because remeh-temeh. I don't count calories. Coach Kevin doesn't count calories. Coach Cruz doesn't count calories. Coach Zoe pun does not count calories. But we know how to count calories. That is penting. You need to know how to agak-agak mengenali jumlah kalori yang ada pada makanan based on intellectual understanding supaya pilihan pemakanan tu is educated. And it's not going to be the same. If you cannot just pegang pisang sebiji and then tahu, okay, this is 73.4 and apple pegang 84.2. It does not work that way. It's always going to be agak-agak, because even if you have 20 apple and Google will say it's 80 calories, it's still going to be a variance of, I don't know, 10-20% based on manis, tak manis dan sebagainya. But at least you have an educated guess. Now, let me menguji pemahaman Amirul kita. And I'm sorry that you are the mangsa for today, but in this program there is no malu-malu. It's all about belajar bersama, and without making mistakes you cannot learn. If everything is sempurna, bagus, you cannot learn. So the mistakes and the tak tahu will help you to again mengukuhkan lagi pemahaman. So let's start with this. Let's talk about something very simple. Let's talk about sugar. If you go to, let's say, Starbucks or Coffee Bean after the pandemic and you berdepan dengan dua pilihan gula, white sugar or brown sugar, first things first is, which one is lebih bagus, Amirul? White sugar or brown sugar?
Brown sugar?
Why is brown sugar better than white sugar?
Sebab brown rice better than white rice.
See, this is where they mempermainkan you. What brown rice and white rice, memang brown is better because brown rice ada fiber. Brown bread pun ada fiber, better than the white bread. But brown sugar has no fiber whatsoever. Generally, long story short, for today, white sugar, brown sugar is the same thing. It's nothing special about brown that makes it any healthier than white, other than one is polished, one is not. But generally, nutritionally, it's just the same. So now, one packet of brown or white sugar, agak-agak how many calories? Agak-agak.
Saya tak pernah kira kalori.
This is all asas 101. Kejayaan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan dalam apa jua bidang kehidupan, whether it is kewangan, kekeluargaan, pekerjaan, kesihatan, kecergasan, is about asas. It's not about benda yang fancy, produk ke senaman yang tersirat ke urutan dan pelbagai. It is all about basic. And this program really mengukuhkan pemahaman asas supaya your foundation is strong, supaya then you can build your own pyramid kesihatan berdasarkan your suka hati kau. So now, let me go back to the panelists. Just show me with your fingers. 1 gram of sugar, how many calories? 1 gram of sugar, how many calories? Yeah, how many calories are in 1 gram of sugar? It is 4. Yeah, so again, if you as a participant macam kurang mahir benda macam ini, don't worry at all. This is exactly what we're going to be doing with you sepanjang program, menanamkan asas supaya tak perlu takut. Because ramai orang takut dengan gula because tidak memahaminya. Remember, you cannot mengawal suatu perkara that you do not understand. You cannot control something that you do not understand. Berat badan ke pemakanan dan sebagainya. Supaya so that untuk mengatasi atau berdepan dengan this fear, you have to understand it. And to understand something, you have to ask a lot of questions. So sugar is not your musuh. The problem is always about excess, too much. So again, 1 gram of sugar is 4 calories. 1 gram protein, 4 calories. 1 gram lemak is 9 kalori. That's why your body stores fat. So 1 packet gula is 5 gram. How would I know it's 5 gram? Because the packet will say 5 gram gula. And then I know, okay, 5 times 4 is 20. So now let's go back to Amirul again. Adakah 20 kalori 1 paket gula, white or brown, sesuai untuk pengambilan pemakanan dalam seharian seseorang? Is that too high, too low, or just okay je?
Bagi saya okey je.
Okay je. How would you know it's okay je?
Sebab saya rasa saya ambil lebih betul setiap hari.
Okay, so how much is too much? So now, to answer that question, Amirul, Cik Zaidi, Anda perlu again agak-agak memahami what is keperluan kalori seharian saya. So let me ask you, Amirul, agak-agak in a day, how many calories do you burn?
Burn?
Burn. This is a question majority penduduk dunia kita, not just in Malaysia ke MCMC, tidak mahir menjawab. If you do not know how many calories you agak-agak bakar, it's hard for you to then membekalkan makanan yang sewajarnya, because again, without knowing, okay, saya bakar X kalori, then I boleh membekalkan X juga untuk mengekalkan. Kalori, whether you like it or not, is tenaga bekalan badan melalui makanan. You can bayangkan ni macam perumpamaan kereta. We always say pengisian minyak kereta is X, pembakaran minyak kereta engkau is Y. If X is the same as Y, then the conservation of energy ada. Berat kereta tak berubah. But if you isi minyak banyak sangat, but bakar tak banyak, your tangki minyak makin membesar because you isi more than you actually burn, and then kereta tu menambahlah berat badannya. It's the same thing dengan manusia, but you have to learn and understand paling kurang asas berapa agak-agak yang terbakar, apakah faktor yang mempengaruhi pembakaran kalori itu, and then you can then mengisi minyak kereta kau dengan jumlah yang sewajarnya berdasarkan your niat lah nak kurang kawal dan sebagainya. So now let's go back to the question of, let's memahami first jumlah pembakaran kalori seharian anda, and let's start dengan Amirul. Now this process will take about 10 minutes or so. We have time. And semoga this next few minutes will membuka your pemahaman tentang, again, penggunaan tenaga badan. And now, do you have the power to share your screen, your browser window ke apa? Amirul?
Boleh? Sekejap.
Boleh ya? Okay, can you go to Google? Yeah, and wahai para peserta, you are welcome to use any browser as well on your phone or on your laptop. Please follow us bersama supaya anda boleh belajar untuk diri sendiri. So while we wait for Amirul to share his browser window, sempat Google kau kan?
Saya cari.
Alright, so now Google for BMR calculator. Now I see a lot of questions. I see 2 questions on our Q&A panel. I am looking at it. I will try and answer the questions perhaps once we are at a bit of the penghujung rancangan, supaya kita tak lari daripada pokok perbincangan, melainkan I rasa the soalan tu memang relevant kepada topik perbincangan. Okay, so let's go to the BMR calculator. Yeah, the first link, Amirul. Click on the first link. Yeah, again, if you are at home right now, just follow langkah yang sama. Now, this is jeng, Amirul. I'm sorry, you have to membongkarkan rahsia anda, or you can just pretend to be 25. It does not matter. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah. Jantina betul, bang?
Betul.
Betul. Okay.
Belum berubah lagi.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, very, very important. Now, this number, BMR yang Amirul punya is 1626, is angka yang sangat penting untuk anda memahaminya untuk diri sendiri. So now, what is erti BMR 1626? Secara long story short, this is jumlah pembakaran kenderaan Amirul, or badan Amirul, 24 jam tanpa aktiviti. This is how many calories his body will burn based on age, weight, height and sex jantina. Kalau koma 24 jam, tak buat apa 24 jam untuk mengekalkan fungsi badan, because every degupan jantung memerlukan tenaga to run the engine. Your lungs are breathing, blood is flowing, temperature control, all that requires fuel, tenaga. How much? In Amirul's case, 1626. Untuk Cik Zaidi yang nampak visually a bit heavier, lebih besar. Because again, kenderaan yang lebih besar needs more energy untuk mengekalkan fungsinya. For lady, katakanlah berat sama, tinggi sama, umur sama, but jantina berbeza. Jantina will burn less daripada male because men have more muscle, more horsepower. So even kereta yang on engine tak bergerak, yang engine dia more horsepower, Ferrari ke apa, versus kereta yang non-Ferrari, the Ferrari will burn more by just running the engine without bergerak sekalipun. That is why bagusnya ada senaman rintangan otot dan sebagainya, because muscles burn more fuel dengan sendirinya berbanding dengan kurang otot. Ya, so far beres Zaidi? Sorry, Amirul?
Beres. Okay.
Yeah, so Amirul, okay, male, let's go back to male. And so far, do you have any questions so far before we proceed?
BMR, ini adalah kalori yang saya akan bakar setiap hari.
Setiap hari tak
Tanpa.
buat apa-apa, nothing,
Okay.
coma. If you are in a coma, hospital, tak buat apa, the hospital will give you drip makanan yang berkalori berdasarkan this kind of kiraan supaya your body tak makan diri sendiri. If the makanan terhenti, your body still akan bakar 1626 on coma on average. Yeah, this is average, not like 100% on stone. It depends on a lot of factors like cuaca dan sebagainya, and a lot of hormones and pelbagai. So this can be plus or minus 5% or more or less. But this will give seseorang agak-agak what is the amount of fuel that the car will burn in a day based on zero activity. It's a lot more than what people think. So let me ask you, Amirul, you sitting here right now, do you burn calories?
Yes.
If you sleep at night, do you burn calories?
Yes.
At what time, at what point in life don't you burn calories?
Tak tahu, tidur pun bukan calories. Sentiasa burn kot ke tak?
Sentiasa burn, betul. The only time you stop burning is when the engine is off, and that's when we unfortunately move on and die lah. But as long as you are alive, everything the body is doing, even klip mata pun requires energy to move your eyelids up and down. Everything burns calorie. And have you heard of istilah metabolisme tak?
Pernah dengar?
What is it, Amirul? From your understanding, what is metabolisme?
Metabolisme, alah, apa saya ingat dulu.
Ramai orang have heard this metabolisme, and ramai orang dipermainkan oleh produk-produk yang menjanjikan meningkatkan metabolisme kau. And again, our job in our BSK program is to memperkasakan diri anda supaya you are not diperguna, but you boleh memperguna. Because tak salah melanggan mengguna produk, but if you tak memahami keadaan, produk tu janji macam-macam, and you tak memahami whatever dia janji, but sounds macam bagus, then you dipergunakan, but padahal you tak dapat pun apa yang you harapkan pun, because it's not about the product. So now, metabolisme, Cik Amirul, Cik Zaidi dengan anda semua, metabolisme is this. This is metabolisme. BMR, kalau tengok ke atas tu, is basal metabolic rate. Metabolisme adalah jumlah pembakaran kalori seharian badan anda. That is metabolisme. That's all. It's very, very simple. Yes, Amirul.
Kalau dia kata metabolisme tinggi tu maksudnya macam mana? Dia kata kalau metabolisme tinggi tu lagi senang turun badan, katanya
Kalau
macam
metabolisme tinggi means that jumlah pembakaran kalori, that means jumlah pembakaran kalori kenderaan itu is higher berbanding dengan mungkin jumlah yang masuk, but tinggi is subjective because tinggi for you, tinggi for me, tinggi for an Olympian dekat Tokyo berbeza. Michael Phelps, very famously, his metabolism is about 10,000 per day because he trains for hours in a day, and the more the car moves, the more the car will burn. So now, this 1626 is rehat 24 jam. So the jadual yang kat bawah tu, that is your actual active metabolism. And that is where tuan-tuan dan puan-puan perlu tepuk dada. And again, tanya diri, kau ni kat mana? Where are you? Are you sedentary? Are you exercising 1, 2, 3 times a week? Or are you, again, macam Cristiano Ronaldo ke Nicole David ke paling bawah tu, very intense exercise daily, or physical job, construction worker, petani, or nelayan, yeah, which most of us are unfortunately not. But that is why they can blasa. If you think about nelayan, petani, they don't care about eat clean cow, brown rice, basmati, and broccoli and salmon. They don't eat like that. They will blasa whatever they can get in large amounts because they burn so much just by the physicality of their pekerjaan. And does not mean you are allowed to makan merepek-merepek because it comes with other complications like kencing manis, hypertension, cholesterol, but that's a different story. Today, we're focusing really purely on the energy conservation of intake and output. So I want to ask Amirul, dalam this jadwal, which one is realistically you? And I would rather you ambil yang lower estimate daripada ambil yang higher estimate, because the higher estimate will put unnecessary pressure on seseorang. So which one is you?
The first one, sedentary.
That one tak nak lah bang, kita nak sedentary.
Sekarang.
Kita perlu ada komitmen diri.
Okay. Selepas
you
ni lah.
must have some commitment
Okay.
diri. So you don't want to be, I always teach my kid this. Life is a bell curve. You know a bell curve, Amirul?
Yep.
A bell curve is yang, starts down here, then it goes up, and it goes down there. I told my son, anything in life, happiness, kewangan, buying something, don't buy the cheapest, don't buy the most expensive, buy something in the middle. Don't be super sad, don't be super happy. Focus on being somewhere moderate, wasatya. So even in this, don't be la couch potato. Don't go crazy dengan senaman because melibatkan kecederaan, but focus on something that is in the middle, yeah, which gives you a lot of range of control. So again, to ask you one more time, which one should you be?
I'll try to be the second one dulu. Exercise 1 to 3 times a week.
You need some commitment diri, because if you commit diri to no exercise, then there is no pressure. So my advice, very, very good. I would galakkan Amirul bermula dengan 1 ke 3 kali seminggu, just to mencari rentak dulu. Again, if we have 100-200 peserta, everyone ada rentak kehidupan yang tersendiri. Ada yang memang akan bermula dengan hanya 1-2 kali seminggu. Ada yang dah bersenam 4-5 kali seminggu, akan ikut rentak yang lain. Don't focus on orang lain. Focus on diri sendiri, and jangan tertekan dengan kesungguhan. And you can be inspired, but if it makes you feel macam alamak aku tak berguna ke, don't feel that way, because it is suka hati engkau to be at any level. Because even those who are exercising 5-6 times a week akan ada masanya in their life where they are busy or cedera, where they have to regress. And when you regress or menukar menukar gaya hidup, your jumlah pembakaran kalori akan berubah. And that's when you have to then be aware, okay, my car is now not moving so much anymore. I cannot isi minyak yang jumlahnya sama. I have to menyesuaikan my lifestyle to my pemakanan. So in this case again, I would sarankan, and I can only galakkan you, Amirul. I cannot force you. Don't follow anything I say, but I would galakkan Amirul to cabar diri untuk permulaan senaman 1-3 kali seminggu dah bagus. as progression. And then once dah masuk minggu yang kelima, if rasa macam, I can do a bit more, my body is feeling great, then you can always decide to jump on the next tier. But yang paling penting is that you understand how the extra exercise meningkatkan metabolisme, meningkatkan jumlah pembakaran kalori untuk Amirul. So far so good, Amirul? So are you clear? So if I ask you right now, how many calories does your body burn per day? What would the answer be?
1626 plus 2235.
No, the answer would be just 2236.
266, okay.
So without comma, it's 1626. With added exercise, totalnya is 2236. Now,
all right.
Amirul, may I quickly maybe answer some questions yang berkenaan dengan benda ni? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna answer questions that are relevant to this first. So Nick Husna is asking, what is the best activity initiative to increase BMR selain guna produk? So now, let me ask this question to Amirul. You can try and answer this based on what you now understand. Husna is asking, what is the best activity to increase your BMR selain product? Now, can a product increase your BMR ke tak?
No, tak boleh ikut BMR.
It's possible. Now, if you just termenung sahaja, but you termenung dalam sauna, will your BMR increase tak?
It can increase lah kot lepas dalam sauna.
Because it has to melawan keadaan cuaca yang panas terik dengan menyejukkan diri through condensation. Same thing dalam salji. If I duduk salji, my body will start to shake. Yeah, this whole shaking is to increase friction, is to increase heat. Yeah, but to do this requires more energy than termenung macam ni. It's the same logic of anda dipermainkan dengan mesin yang berdiri macam ni, yang dijual dekat shopping mall. You stand like this. Of course, pembakaran kalori is more than you stand like this. Dia tak menipu you, but dia mempermainkan keadaan, because tak payahlah berdiri macam tu untuk meningkatkan pembakaran kalori. The best way to increase pembakaran kalori is just to do more. Bersenam, gotong royong, berjalan, even semayang, walking to the masjid. Anything you do burns calories, which I am sure now you semua orang dah pun memahami. So these products, they don't lie, but dia mempermainkan keadaan. It's the same thing with coffee. I am sure ramai di sini coffee drinkers. Now, first question to Amirul, very, very quick. Coffee or kosong? No sugar, no creamer. How many calories?
Allah, tak tahulah. Saya tak study lagi ni.
Now again, don't worry. Now again, tak perlu, aku boleh Google terus. Ya, dipersilakan. Go for it. Google is fair. Yeah, what does it say? What does it say? Zero. Nothing. So teh or kosong, coffee or kosong has 0 calories. Now, just now you asked about water. Adakah coffee is sebahagian pengambilan air? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, ramai orang menganggap it's just air kosong, which is sebahagian pengambilan air, but anything yang ada bendale is sebahagian pengambilan air anda. But if you follow a lot of these online programs yang membelakangkan produk, and I don't want to say any names, but if you follow their advice on, every 25 kilo minumlah 1 liter air dan sebagainya, and you think, it's just about air kosong, and ramai orang will then sit there and try and drink 2-3 liter air just because somebody told them to do so. Yes, you will flush air, because again, your body tak perlu simpan jumlah air yang ini, and you will lose bendale badan, water loss, and you mungkin gembira pada waktu itu, but you membebankan your kidneys to flush your toilet berulang-ulang kali because you drink too much. And if you abuse your kidneys, you mengurangkan their lifespan. And you have to be really prihatin. And I am in my 40s. I think Zaidi pun lebih kurang sama, maybe my age as well. And whether you like it or not, wear and tear badan goes on forever. And you sebagai tuan badan diri sendiri, you need to take ownership of your life, ownership of your kidneys, jantung, paru-paru, otot, kecergasan kesihatan supaya tak dipergunakan. Because if you dipergunakan, you ambil produk, you ambil minum air yang banyak, you merosakkan your kidneys. Orang yang menjual don't have to bear the consequences of your pain. But you have to be the one who has to then berdepan dengan kidney failure dan sebagainya, because again, you just follow what people say instead of, mempersoalkan and then melakukan kepilihan keputusan yang tersendiri. All right, so now let's go back to this. Coffee is a stimulant, to answer Husna's question. And I would please like if the other panelists can help me answer questions yang perhaps they can answer, or close the questions which I have already answered before. But to answer Husna's question, to increase your BMR, which is non-active, stimulants, which are in caffeine. So caffeine is a stimulant, is a drug. What caffeine does is caffeine merangsangkan your metabolism. How? Because it's a stimulant. Yes, it's natural, but not everything natural is good. Tobacco is natural. Marijuana is natural. Does not mean everything in nature is meant for you in excess to consume. But if you are a coffee drinker or you terfikir nak ambil yang fat burning pill tu, what it does, again, kandungan fat burning pill is caffeine secara umumnya. Kalau if they say caffeine free, it's guarana, yohimbe, mahuang, tongkat ali, but all of these are also stimulants. And what it does is it merangsangkan your RPM kereta. So if your RPM kereta without the stimulant is 1000 RPM per minute, with the stimulant maybe it's 100, maybe it's 1100. Or 1050. It won't go from 1000 to straight 3000. But even if it goes from 1000 to 1020, that 2% or that 2% increase, it's still istilah meningkatkan metabolisme in the terms of marketing, walaupun tak banyak. And it's this extra beban on your metabolism now that makes you feel macam something is happening, but nothing is happening. And that is the side effect of a lot of these products. It's insomnia, anxiety, anxious, cepat marah, you feel restless because something is always merangsangkan your BMR by giving you a stimulant. Would I galakkannya? No. Because the side effects are very unpleasant, and if you have or are consuming those types of fat burning pills, majority pengguna beli dengan harapan kurus malam kau, but in reality dia pakai untuk maybe untuk 1, 2, 3 hari or seminggu 2, because again the side effects are very unpleasant. And it's something I would not recommend, but ultimately it is suka hati kau, but jangan dipergunakan secara am. Okay, so now I'm running a bit over time, but please give me another 10 minutes or so before perhaps I will answer some questions, because we have 8 weeks to go through all of this. And through these 8 weeks, anda semua dikurniakan dengan not just really amazing coaches, bimbingan 8 minggu, pelbagai sesi Zoom pembelajaran bersama, but you have a really awesome e-learning platform with me, where I will be membebeling about all of this sepanjang 8 minggu. There are various topics, classes, video recordings, just like this, where we talk about plateau, diet, senaman, heart rate training, metabolism, diet planning, and you can watch Netflix and chill kau sepanjang 8 minggu. Please mempergunakan us during this 8-week program untuk menambah your knowledge. It's 8 weeks. It's long. There is no obligation for you to watch all the videos in one day. Some of you are going to watch it little bit day by day. Some of you mungkin have different types of schedule. So there's no pressure to watch it setiap hari. We have topik perbincangan harian. We have workout of the day harian. But jangan tertekan to feel that you must do everything all the time. We don't want you to burn out. Permulaan program memang ramai orang semangat. But you need to take the semangat and distribute it over 8 weeks supaya you don't burn out, cedera dan sebagainya. Supaya again it becomes amalan yang berkekalan. Okay, let's go back to Amirul sekejap. And now if I ask you how many calories do you burn per day, agak-agak you should know, Amirul. In your case, it's 2,200 lebih kurang. So now, if you nak kurang berat badan tak? Are you looking to lose some weight?
Yep.
Okay. 8-week program?
Yes.
What is your target for 8 weeks?
At least 10 kilo.
Okay, now, if we ask this question kepada para peserta pada hari pertama program, majority memang nak kurang 10, 8, 12, 6, but secara umumnya, and it's my job and our coaches' job to manage your expectation, that is secara umumnya not possible. Okay. Umumnya, again, bell curve, ya, bell curve yang menambah berat, yang mungkin yang paling kiri yang tak tambah dan yang tak kurang berat langsung, or mungkin even agak degil menambah berat pun ada, and then we have those yang sangat luar biasa yang kurang 10 kilo 8 minggu pun ada. In our program Jom Kurus, we had people kurangkan 20 kilo pun ada. But the problem with these stories, yang bell curve paling kanan from my point of view, is that it becomes benchmark untuk everyone. And it creates so much stress untuk mereka yang kat sini, because seolah-olah yang benchmarknya is mereka yang kat sana, padahal the true story about these people is actually sangat, dia mempermainkan keadaan and dia mempermainkan air. And any kind of weight loss yang cepat is always water. It cannot be lemak. But that is topik yang kita bincangkan nanti sepanjang 8 minggu. But the tengah-tengah, average weight loss, program 8 minggu ini is lebih kurang, and 5. Drum roll for this, because this is going to help you manage expectation, because tak nak you stress. Because 10 kilo 8 minggu stress, you know. Yeah. The average weight loss 8 minggu is 4 to 5 kilos. 4-5 kilo is average weight loss. Sangat hebat. Sangat amazing. And that should be your, plus or minus variant benchmark, lebih kurang 0.5 kilo seminggu. Really amazing. Kalau setahun dah 26 kilo, jangan squeeze all the harapan dalam window yang begitu kecil. It creates so much stress to menjayakannya. But if you give yourself a year, 2 years or more, or a lifetime, then it gives yourself more time, more freedom, you feel more relaxed. But because this is a program 8 minggu, and then every week you have to menimbang berat badan, kan? Yep. It creates stress as well, because orang will share 2 kilo, sekilo. And yang tak share is the ones yang tak kurus lah. But they will tertekan. And again, it's our job to make you feel okay. And if you ask, kenapa perlu timbang berat minggu ke minggu? It's because we need to make sure that you are in the program. Ya, pihak Encik Zaidi, pihak HR, pihak Amirul perlu at the end of the program go back to HR, menunjukkan keberkesanan program ini supaya next year ada lagi. If nobody isi berat badan, semua orang bersuka hati akulah, then there will be no more MCMC, BSK tahun depan. So we sangat-sangat memerlukan your cooperation to assist everyone who has made this program possible untuk go in there, fill in your updates supaya the data can be used by the committee to then menunjukkan your participation, penglibatan dalam e-learning dan sebagainya, because we have limited spots And if you tidak menggunakan kurnia yang diberi, because you ambil tempat orang but you tak, fulfill your basic obligation, then sayanglah. Alright, so now, sorry, running out of topic. Yeah, so going back to Amirul, let's say you burn now 2,200, and I'll be done in 5 minutes. Let's say you burn 2,200. How much would you like to makan per day? How many calories agak-agak would you makan? And please, wahai pada panelists, please just use the chat ruang to let me know how many calories you would like Amirul to makan as well from your point of view. Yeah, Amirul, what is your point? What is your fikiran? How many calories would you like to makan per day untuk program 8 minggu ini?
Calories, kalau tak sebab kali kurang 2,200 saya kena bakar kan. So lebih kurang 1,500 boleh ke?
Okay, so now the point is, again, if it's too little, yes, deficit dia perbezaan dia banyak, but then agak sukar untuk you menjayakannya because nak makan 1,000 sangat stres. Ya, makan 2,000, if you makan 2,000 sehari boleh kurang berat badan tak?
2,000 sehari, semi calories burn lebih 200 lebih je, bolehlah sikit kot.
Okay, so now let me do this real quick with you. Can you can I share kat sini? I can. I try share. Let me share something. Let me share this. You can see?
Yep.
Just the small window, right?
Yep.
Yang nama Cik Muhammad Zaidi kat sini kan?
Betul.
Okay, so now let's say now Amirul is burning per day 2,200 agak-agak lah, ya. And let's say sasaran makanan is 1,000, berapa yang makan tadi?
500.
1,500. So there is a difference of 700. Betul? So now, if you isi minyak kereta 1,500 but you bakar 2,200, where will the body get the 700 from?
Fat ke? No.
Correct. It will come from your tangki minyak. Your tangki minyak is lemak. Your body stores fat. So this will come from this. This will come from your fat storage secara umumnya lah. Yeah. So now, the nisbah yang para peserta perlu memahami, and if this is the only thing you remember this. 1 kilo berat badan is lebih kurang 7,700 calories. This is the nisbah between calories and your weight. And this tak kira jantina, tak kira berat you berapa dan sebagainya, usia. 1 kilo berat badan is 7,700 calories. Banyak tak? Banyak. This is why weight loss takes time. So now, if we know program 8 minggu, or 56 days. Yeah? And 56 days, let's say in theory, every day you makan sempurna 1,500. This is just on paper to melakar or meramal plan kurangkan berat badan. In this case for Amirul yang bertuah pada hari ini. So 56 times 700 is equal to 700 is 39,200 calories. Now, this is jumlah that his body will ambil lemak badan untuk mencukupkan tenaga yang tak cukup. And we know now that 1 kilo is 7,700. So total weight loss in theory, this is theory, is equal to 39,200 divided by 7,700. So if I take 39,200 divided by 7,700, it's just about 5.1 kilos.
Oh, okay lah.
Okay. But this is important, walaupun agak remeh-temeh, matematik dan sebagainya, it takes about an hour or so to manage expectation, Amirul, supaya daripada 10 kilo yang sounds great, ya, orang macam gulak kau, Amirul, cabar diri, but it has no meaning. because it's just a number that you petik based on your impian dan sebagainya. But if you do this small little flow, memahami pembakaran berapa, memahami keperluan berapa, agak-agak mensasarkan makan, because this pun is cakap senang. Ya, this is cakap senang. Oh lama spelling senang, but you need to go through the next phase, which is to build a diet plan. So now nasi lemak, can you makan hari-hari? Yes. So nasi lemak, for an example, nasi lemak jumlah kalori dia berapa, Amirul?
Nasi lemak kita check lagi.
Nasi lemak kalori agak-agak dalam, depends on lauk-lauk, it can range from, I don't know, 300 to 600 calories. I don't know.
Betul, 644.
Yeah, more or less lah.
Yeah.
It depends on the jumlah nasi, your telur dan sebagainya, ayam rendang ke apa.
Yeah.
But it's still not 1,500.
No.
So as long as in a day you makan something yang tak melebihi your 1,500, you can makan whatever you like. Secara umumnya dari segi weight loss 101. This is not about glucose or cholesterol lagi. This is really just about weight management secara umumnya. Ya, beres?
Okay.
Now, if let's say you tak mampu makan, let's say this one is number 1, ya, makan. But if makan number 2, you tak mampu nak makan 1,500, gagal, you know, because it's trial and error as well. But then you makan yang kedua, you try makan 1,800. The beza between 1,800 dan 1,500 is lebih kurang 2-3 kuih Melayu. Yang kecil, yang cekodok ke, pisang goreng ke, apa ke. If you makan 1,800, what will happen now? What will happen? Your jumlah weight loss will go down.
Yep.
Yeah, you still lose weight. So at 1,800, total weight loss is, now let me just kira real quick. It's from, let me check. And you can do it yourself, Amirul, just to check your own pemahaman. 1,800, 2,200, 400 now, right? So 400 times 56 days divided by 7,700, you have a weight loss of about 2.9 kilo. Now this 2.9 kilo will eventually maybe become 4 kilo because of water. Water has no calories, but majority badan adalah air. So when you lose weight, you will lose water at the same time. So if you have, on theory, fat loss 2.9, water will menyumbangkan maybe plus or minus here and there, bergantung kepada kualiti makanan pilihan Amirul secara am. So if you lose 3 kilo, but you are happy, 8 weeks, makan bagus. If you are happy, mudah kekal. If you makan yang agak ciput sikit, agak stres, then once you habis 8 minggu, mungkin kebarangkalian besar you sukar untuk mengekalkannya. But then based on your pemahaman, you can adjust it. Because you now memahami that your body needs about 2,200. And this is really asas weight loss 101 secara am. Okay, so from your simple question, we had almost 40 minutes of Q&A back and forth, but dengan again objectivity untuk memperkasakan Amirul along this journey, memperkasakan anda along your own journey supaya you are in control of your own journey. Because if we have 100-200 orang, again, semua orang ada BMR yang berbeza, kemampuan bersenam yang berbeza, kemampuan untuk mengawal nafsu makan yang bergelora, hati jiwa engkau hari-hari pun berbeza-beza juga. And now, to answer the first question, before I go to the Q&A in our ruangan Q&A, is Amirul, why is it again that pemakanan is 80% and senaman is 20%? Why?
Because of calorie.
Because of calorie. Very, very good. So now again, if you bersenam, satu sesi senaman, how many calories do you burn? Agak-agak.
500? No.
This is 500. So you take 500. Yeah, 500 you burn through calorie senaman 1 hour. You makan every day 1,008. Betul? Let's say 2,000 lah. Long story short, you makan 2,000, you burn 500. What is the ratio between 2,000 and 500?
1/3.
No.
Huh?
2,000 to 500.
Quarter.
It's basically, it's a 1 to 4 ratio, right? 1 to 4. 1 to 4 ratio is same thing as 80-20.
Okay,
This is why pemakanan is 80%, senaman is 20%. So if people ask you why, this is the story. Because makanan in a day mengawal jumlah yang begitu besar, senaman at the end of the day only mengawal 20%, which is the 500 calories. Still a lot, but the rest of the pembakaran kalori comes from just mengekalkan nyawa seharian seseorang.
Okay.
Beres?
Beres.
Beres. Shall we go on to the questions or not?
Yep, you may, tapi we will.
Oh, you have more questions for me.
My final question, our final question would be macam mana untuk terus kekal dan sustain gaya hidup sihat selepas habis 8 minggu.
Okay.
Yep, itu the final question. Tapi kalau coach nak jawab a few other questions kat sini, then okay lah, sebab saya nampak ada few dah jawab. Cuma ada question on diet lah. A specific diet. Yep.
Okay. So I think since kita a bit dragging masa, which I apologize for, let's go through some of the soalan and see whether we can menjawabnya seringkas-ringkasnya. Yeah, open. I just go to the one open already, yeah? Open sahaja. Okay.
Yep.
Daripada Nur Khairin. Hi. What is your opinion about keto? Will it affect our health if we suddenly stop the keto and continue with other diet? Such as less carbo, less sugar, suku-suku separuh. Now, to answer your question, Khairin, every diet has kisah kejayaan. Every diet has kisah yang kurang berjaya. Every diet is based around the principle of membantu anda untuk mengawal kalori, whether you like it or not. Now, there is dua cara that a diet tries to help you mengawal pengambilan kalori. A, dengan menghadkan jenis makanan. Like keto, Atkins, low carb diet, low sugar diet, they will menghadkan pengambilan gula, which will eliminate jumlah kalori yang mungkin tertentu. Pada masa yang sama, less sugar, membantu water loss, different topic nanti, otherwise it will take too long. And also it will help to menstabilkan nafsu makanan. If nafsu terkawal, again, it helps to mengawal jumlah pengambilan. IF would be a different type of diet yang mengawal jumlah waktu makanan. Same thing dengan Ramadan, puasa dan sebagainya. Where you still kurang berat walaupun tak bersenam because of you makan agak kurang. And it helps dengan water loss pada masa yang sama. So diets ada pros and cons dari any scenario. My advice to you, Khairin, is to try and learn from the diets. Don't follow any diet secara and see yang mana yang sesuai with you. In our BSK program, we are not telling you to go on any diet. We talk about all the diets. We help you to cuba untuk membina your own diet supaya you can call it Diet Khairin. And it is based upon different knowledges that you have, different keperluan at different times. Supaya again diet untuk kurangkan berat badan, let's say in Amirul's case, mungkin perlukan sikit pengorbanan untuk mengurangkan pengambilan. Once the weight dah okay, tak perlu lagi ada deficit perbezaan. You actually boleh makan jumlah masuk dengan keluar yang sama, but you always have to menyesuaikan keadaan dengan keperluan, usia, berat badan dan sebagainya. Contohnya, lockdown, I still exercise 4-5 kali seminggu, but pergerakan secara agak terhenti. So my lifestyle is not the same as before, and jumlah makanan cannot be the same just as carta dalam website itu, because memang pergerakan agak termenung. Yes, ada senaman sejam sehari, but for the rest of the day is kurang pergerakan. So you always kena menyesuaikan keadaan dengan diri sendiri. But there is no one diet untuk semua. Okay. Next question we have here from anonymous attendee. What kind of exercise is suitable for recovering ex-COVID patient with lung problems to lose weight? Very, very complicated question to answer without knowing really latar belakang kesehatan. If we have, again, 100-200 peserta in our program, we have 100-200 peserta dengan kebolehan yang berbeza, latar belakang yang berbeza, sakit lutut, sendi, pinggang yang berbeza, hypertension yang berbeza, asma yang berbeza. So it's a lot of factors yang terlibat sama dalam menentukan senaman yang suitable. So A, you have to tepuk dada, see what you can or cannot do. Don't follow sebarang senaman dalam program ini without mempersoalkan kesesuaian buat diri anda. Contohnya, again, we have 3 groups in this program, yang agak dah berat badan okey, yang agak cergas, and then kita ada group yang mungkin baru nak bermula, beginner, yang agak overweight. If you are a beginner, and let's say you baru join this program, dah lama tak bersenam, don't go from zero to hero. You start small dengan mengaktifkan diri. Elak senaman. You do not want to be injured hanya demi satu sesi senaman. I know semangat is high, teruja cayut nak kurus malam kau, but you have to know your limits. Know your limits dari segi physically, what you can or cannot do. And then B, you have to know your cardiovascular fitness limits, which again, I don't want to go into now because you have 8 weeks to belajar it via the e-learning yang ada topik dan sebagainya, and also with your coaches. But you have to know your limits, because if you do a Zoom workout dengan 40 orang, walaupun mereka berat badan berlebihan, does not mean kecergasan is the same. Same thing untuk mereka yang mungkin dah agak BMI normal, tak semua orang secergas everyone. So you have to know when to slow it down, when to tingkatkan intensity. You have to know if you have kecederaan yang sedia. Let's say your shoulder has a bit of discomfort, and you have to membezakan sakit sendi, sakit otot. It is not the same thing. Anytime you have sakit sendi, elbow, shoulder, gelang tangan, gelang kaki, lutut dan sebagainya, my advice is stop. Stop, because there is a kebarangkalian, there is some kind of kecederaan yang quite small, hopefully, dalam struktur sendi anda. So if you know your shoulder ada masalah and it needs to be rested, but the coach is doing push-ups on the floor, don't follow. You can mungkin regress dengan push-up dinding ke apa ke, buat senaman lower body, but you always have to mengutamakan keselamatan diri. The coach's job is to say, go guys, come on, you can do it, don't quit, go, and you go, and you cedera, susah kau, because once you cedera, you cannot go anymore, and then you have to stop, and then all this energy that you have has no more peluang untuk disalurkan ke arah senaman. And then what do? Because semangat but cannot salurkan, you makan. You makan, because again, you have no more channel to release your stress dengan senaman. So honestly, again, start small, know your limits, know keadaan diri sendiri. If you have asthma, again, start lagi small. Ask the coaches about bersenam dengan keadaannya sebegitu. COVID depends, again, if you have 1,000 orang yang ada COVID and recovered, everyone's recovery agak berbeza. because of the severity of yang mereka lalui dengan COVID, but it's good to fight back. When I say fight back, means jangan serah diri kepada asma, jangan serah diri kepada mungkin recovery COVID, because you have to give the body strength as well to fight. And what I mean by that, let me share my own personal experience, not with COVID, but with vaccination. My wife and I went for vaccination on the same day, and both of us, we had no idea exactly how the body will berdepan dengan the vaccination, because you hear a lot of stories, and no matter how fit you are, it's very dynamic and out of your control as to how the body will respond to the vaccine. And now, of course, I was hopeful, because being fit and healthy, that my body is quite strong immune-wise to berdepan dengan serangan. And there are a lot of things in your diet that you can include to give your immune system a better opportunity, like manuka honey, probiotics, prebiotics, a lot of things that can help your immune system to remain strong. So, long story short, my wife, I had no symptoms other than lapar. And I exercised the same day I got my vaccination, just to give my body a chance to fight back dengan sedang berdepan dengan serangan vaccination. I decided let's work out and fight back. And I had no issues, just lapar for about a day. My wife, different situation. She had a bit of fever, body aches yang quite severe, didn't bersenam because the pain was just a bit more dramatic. So again, it depends on the individual, but my advice is jangan serah diri kepada keadaan. Again, asthma as an example. I have two siblings. My brother has asthma. My younger sister has asthma as well. My brother decided to fight back, very fit, very active, controls asthma, still has asthma, but he's in control of the asthma. My younger sister is the kind yang a bit more introverted, does not really fight back. Asthma controls her life because dia tak berani to do anything. So my advice is you have to don't go zero to hero, bell curve again. Fight the keadaan, but be smart about what you cannot do. Listen to your body and always mengutamakan keselamatan diri secara am. Yeah, so that is a long reply to your question. Let's go to Izzuddin. Is there any difference if Amirul eats 1,005 in one sitting versus 500 in 3 sittings? Very good question. In theory, it's the same in terms of the energy that he is supplied, but in real life, his nafsu makan, every time you makan and you bagi tenaga, your energy will spike. But then it quickly drops in between your hidangan. And best case scenario, I would want Amirul to walk around with drip makanan yang constantly supplies him with just enough energy to burn the, let's say, 1,005, but that's not practical. Not yet, at least. Maybe in 1,000 years, maybe yes. Yep. But the more frequently you eat, your glucose levels, cravings are more stable. So in theory, it does not make a difference. But in real life, his cravings are better managed if you eat smaller meals throughout the day versus eating 3 bigger meals in a day. But it is pilihan individu. Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, I think that is all for the questions that we have.
Yep. I think nanti pun this will be a good foundation for us. Then nanti that's why we have coaches that can assist further. Thank you very much, Coach Kevin Zahri, for the foundation. I think you have answered a lot of questions by the participants. Let's move on to memperkenalkan the coaches that we have decided to lead BSK MCMC. We will introduce 3 coaches. First would be Coach Cruz. Coach Cruz akan lead group yang majoriti pesertanya mempunyai BMI dalam kategori normal. Please, Coach Cruz.
Hi semua. How are you guys doing? Masih can you guys hear me or not?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Cruz. Thank you, Amirul, and also our boss over here, Sifu Kevin Zahri, for this wonderful program. And also thank you for MCMC for this platform. I mean, for us, to guide you all in this platform. Welcome to BSK MCMC from me, Cruz. I'm from KK, so I will be leading the group for the normal BMI. And so far we have done the icebreaker, and then diorang sangat teruja with all the programs. So I look forward to see everyone's fitness level improve, and also cara pemakanan, everything. You all tidak sesat lagi. But then of course occasionally you will tenggelam ke laut. It's normal. So we're all human beings. So we are here all together to support each other. So let's do this, guys, and I look forward to train everybody. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Cruz. Saya akan perkenalkan Coach Zoe. Coach Zoe akan lead group yang majoriti pesertanya dalam kategori overweight, termasuk saya. MCMC kan, makan cukup, minum cukup. And Coach Zoe pun akan share a bit of herself. Please, Coach Zoe.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning. No, this afternoon already. All right. So basically, I will conduct the training for overweight group. All right. And then basically my background is I'm from Perak, berasal dari Perak. So my background in fitness, I study on sport science, since diploma. Until my master, alright, baru like 2 years back baru finish my master. And basically dalam bidang fitness ni is since 2013 I buat secara serius lah, alright. Then from that I slowly improve and take one step forward, starting buat fitness training untuk personal and also for grouping. And then back in 2018 kita buka gym for ladies only, right? And then currently I work with Healthify Me as fitness consultant. So I think that's it from me. And to my group, I'm really looking forward to guide you, and then let's work together. Alright. If there is anything question yang you perlu seek for like explanation or like perlukan pertolongan daripada the coaches, I will senang hati untuk menolong, untuk kita sama-sama dapat the knowledge and work out sama-sama supaya you boleh sustain the exercise, bukan setakat 8 minggu tapi sepanjang hayat. Alright.
Thank you, Coach Zoe. Now, I invite Coach Kevin Andrew. Coach Kevin Andrew akan lead group yang majoritinya peserta dalam kategori obese. Coach Kevin Andrew, please.
Right, hi everyone. My name is Kevin Andrew dari Tengah Batu Sabah. Sama dengan Coach Cruz. Been in the industry, I think lebih kurang 10 tahun. Graduate from UiTM, which dengan sport science. So basically I guide for group obese. Okay, my group is obese, but semangat pun memang besar. So basically we're gonna work together for this 8 weeks program. Okay, so I'm also known as a Spidey coach. So kalau ada anak-anak yang ingin bersenam sekali, so bolehlah bawa kita bersenam sama-sama.
Alright, thanks Coach Kevin Andrew. UiTM di hatiku sama. So kita jemput semula Coach Cruz untuk share pengalaman. Ada few participants yang dah berjaya menurunkan berat badan yang banyak dan berjaya lebih sihat. So mungkin Coach Cruz, Coach Zoe dan Coach Kevin Andrew akan share pengalaman. Silakan Coach Cruz.
Okay. Boleh I invite my peserta from BSK2, Izzy, where are you, to share your experience dari BSK2 sampai sekarang. Dia masih join lagi BSK2 and then sekarang BSK3. So I would like to invite Isidora from Muar Johor to share her experience. Yay, where are you, Izzy? Okay. Can you, Izzy, can you, apa ni? Okay.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi, hello everyone. Sharing experience from BSK2. Actually, at the very beginning, I don't even know what is BSK. I heard about Kevin Zahri and that's just about it. And it never occurred to me to join the program. But it happened one day, my friend in Swiss, she said like, why not? It's only like 90 ringgit, so let's join it. So I just joined, and then she said she joined Coach Cruz. And I followed her and I joined Coach Cruz team. And at the beginning of the program, it was a bit overwhelming for me. And I did not know what to expect. I have a very high expectation for myself as well, like everyone else. I want to lose. I want to see the result then and then. But then it's not as easy as it is because I'm overweight. And I started with 86.7. And then first week, second week, I did not lose any. It was frustrating. And I even thought of like, you know, like, is this for real? And then, but then again, I still followed Coach Cruz session, and I also joined all the live session where we had every evening exercises that happen. At the time, it's already MCO, right? So I have lots of time. And then I really started to enjoy it when we started the 10,000 steps per day challenge. And it was really fun. I actually woke up very early in the morning just to go around my apartment to walk. I'll make sure I get that 5K. It's fun because we did it together in group. So slowly I get the hint of it. I kind of liked it. And yeah, the results slowly show. It's not, I don't lose 5 kilos immediately. It's like every week I started to lose like 500 grams, a kilo. And so, and slowly, yeah, in a way, Bukan Soal Kurus is not only about you losing weight, but it's also help you, all the programs, it's covered everything, especially your mental health. It's also help you to look at things differently, to look at the challenge we face every day differently. And yeah, I think that's fun. And at the same time, I do have hypertension. So it's considered, I'm not sure the doctor said it's a young hypertension. I'm taking medication. And yeah, as for now, my BP reading is very good. It never, unless I'm very stressed, but most of the days it's quite normal. It's very normal. And then before I joined BSK, a few months before that, I was actually injured. I have a total tear ACL and also the muscle on the side. So it was a bit, with the weight that I had at the time, it was the pain was quite at times the pain is quite unbearable. But then as I joined the exercise, what good thing about Coach Cruz is that she keep on telling us that there's a regression for each movement that she did, and that was very helpful for me. I cannot do jumping jack at first, you know, because of the knee, and so I did what she asked, you know, just wave your hand up and then, like, you know, raise your leg left and right, etc. And then I can't do squats, so slowly as time goes by, and then Kevin said that it's not about 8 weeks. So my expectation at the time was I actually yang 10 kg and whatnot, I scrapped it. Like, you know, I tak nak dah tengok tu. So I enjoyed the session, and as I go back up to BSK2, what I felt is it's no longer about how many kilos I lost. It's all about getting healthy and enjoying the session, because you are doing it group. You get to know new people, and you know that when you do your exercise every day, you know that other people are struggling as you are, and there are also people who are working so hard like you are to stay healthy. And that's the thought that I had every day. Like whenever I felt down, like I don't feel like, oh, malasnya nak buat benda ni, and then I thought of, oh, my friends are doing something, so I need to do something. So it's fun. And then all the food that we share, all the exercise that we shared, it's actually very inspiring. It makes me want to do better. And yeah, up until today, that's the reason why I decided to join BSK 3. Just to keep myself active, without, I think kalau tak ada orang ketuk me for now, I don't think I would be like, be doing those exercise. So I need bebelan from Coach Cruz to keep me going at the moment. And then, thank God, as for now, I would say I'm very happy where I am. I lose weight, and then I can run. Yeah, and I'm very happy. Actually, for the past few weeks, I've been trying to, I start to jog slowly. And then I did share with my group as well. Like, at least I tried 5 km jog every day just to test my leg, and then I can do a full squat. And I even shared with Coach Cruz that I can do burpees now, things that I cannot do previously, the things that I can do now, which is, these are the things that makes me happy. It's not really about like losing, how much I lose weight. It's about every single thing that I do. It's actually makes me happy. That's my achievement. That's something that I'm proud of myself. So I don't care if people don't see me lose weight, or I don't care if people say like, sama je aku tengok kau daripada tahun lepas and this year sama je. I don't give a shit about it. All I know is I'm happy doing what I'm doing now, and then at the same time, I get to meet new people.
Yeah. So definitely it's a bukan soal kurus, right? I mean, it's not about losing weight only. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also about your health. It's overall, when you are healthy, your mindset automatically, I would say, healthy. You think positive every day.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Izzy.
Welcome.
And thank you, everybody. Hope you guys benefit from her sharing, and hope to see everybody, sama-sama lah kita dalam this 8 weeks program. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you, Coach Cruz and Isadora. Thanks.
Welcome.
So now we move to Coach Zoe punya pengalaman and her ex-participant. Silakan, Coach Zoe. Right.
Okay, so my participant is Siti Zubaidah. Dia dengan saya sejak BSK 1. So she is, what I can say is, she is really like committed dengan BSK 1. And then after BSK 1, 8 minggu, she's not stop doing the exercise. Dia keep on like follow my group training, and then dia juga start berjinak-jinak dalam running, kalau tak salah saya. So from that, dia start lose dia punya berat, and then BSK 2 pun dia with my team, and until now BSK 3 pun with my team juga. So I think I witness dia punya weight loss journey from BSK 1 until BSK 3. So it's about like 8 months. Betul tak, Zul?
Betul.
Ya, so dia mampu menurunkan sebanyak berapa kg?
Sekarang ni rasanya dah 15-16 kg macam tu.
15-16 kg for 8 months.
Yes.
So if I think kalau Zu boleh buat, everyone can do. Okay, but the exercise that you do is ikut what yang you suka. Macam Zu dia suka berlari, so dia take that one as advantage untuk dia turunkan berat badan. So maybe you have your own sukan, kegemaran ataupun exercise kegemaran. So you just go for the exercise that you love, and then eventually you akan like consistently doing the exercise. So maybe kita boleh minta Zu cerita sikit dia punya pengalaman.
Okay, hai semua. Selamat tengah hari kan. So honestly, sebelum Zu masuk BSK, Zu dah try macam-macam diet. macam-macam jenis senaman, and masa muda-muda dulu memang aktif. So main hoki, main futsal, and then suddenly bila dah terlalu aktif, Zu cedera. So I have ACL, lutut pernah pop, tangan pernah 2 kali patah, apa lagi? And then I have anemia lah. So my heart rate memang senang gila naik. So memang benda tu I try to tackle daripada dulu sampai sekarang. Alhamdulillah, masa sebelum start BSK lagi, macam ni, lepas dah dulu aktif, sampai satu tahap Zu rasa Zu dah malas nak join apa-apa fitness. Dia macam dah mula macam cakap slump macam slump, dia dah mula malas. So lama-lama Zu gain weight, naik sampai satu tahap Zu selalu letak macam satu benchmark kat diri Zu. Okay, 70 ni paling tinggi, jangan pergi lagi lebih. Zu selalu fikir macam tu. So bila dah sampai my maximum level tu, memang Zu akan bekerja keras lah. Maybe start balik fitness. Tapi yelah, dia macam bila turun tu sikit je. Macam kita cuba, saya rasa semua orang kat sini ada masalah yang sama, which is bila kita cuba lose weight, dia lose, lepas tu tak lose dah. Semua orang akan ada masalah tu. So satu hari Zu scroll IG, ternampak dekat IG Sir Kevin yang dia buat BSK. So macam waktu tu memang masa yang first memang murah lah. Sebab selepas support daripada KKM kan. So waktu tu Zu macam tak fikir panjang, Zu ambil peluang tu. And waktu tu kita dalam CMCO dalam PKPP kot waktu tu. So Zu just enroll. Memang waktu tu scroll cepat-cepat kan. Memang nak pilih, kalau boleh macam nak pilih grup-grup yang wanita lah, sebab senang kan nak interaksi. And when I started, honestly perjalanan ni saya seorang-seorang. Saya tak ada kawan-kawan. Kalau kawan yang memang aktif pun seorang je. And waktu tu bila I join BSK, I jumpa ramai kawan-kawan yang ada masalah sama macam saya. So macam and masa mula-mula dulu I ada banyak insecurity. Bila I lari, I suka lari, I cuba nak berlari. Bila I tengok orang lari, orang macam bestnya lari kan. So bila I lari, I rasa kaki I semut-semut, sakit. I banyak lah tanya dekat macam-macam coach. Rasanya ramai juga coach yang dapat DM daripada saya untuk tanya macam mana saya nak kurangkan rasa ni. Adakah this is my own, macam it's only in my head, ataupun memang saya belum mampu. So bila tanya soalan ini kat Coach Zoe, saya dapat jawapan. So waktu tu Coach Zoe kata increase muscle mass kan. Dan lagi macam kaki, bila I hiking je mesti cramp. Itu tak best. Itu dah sampai je ke destinasi tu cramp. Macam orang tengah best-best saya menggambar, aku sakit cramp kan. Macam benda tak best. So lama-lama bila Zu dengar nasihat Zoe and then tanya macam mana nak improvekan kesihatan, diet, and yang paling penting sekali macam progressing dalam kita punya exercise lah. Macam dulu nak buat burpees memang sakit lah. Bila melompat tu kan macam ya Allah sakitnya hujung kaki tu. Tapi bila, kita buat apa yang kita mampu. First dulu Zu buat apa yang Zu mampu je. Nak push up pun, push up wall lagi best daripada push up woman ataupun man tu. Memang susah. Tapi bila lama-lama tu kita akan progress lah, daripada tak boleh kepada boleh. Macam and Zu perasan lama-lama memang ada peningkatan dalam muscle mass, and fat mass kita akan mula turun. Benda tu penting sebenarnya dalam macam untuk meningkatkan metabolism kita juga. So saya rasa anda semua akan belajar tu dengan kita punya semua amazing coaches. And honestly Zu suka macam ni, set target. So sekarang ni sebab memang Zu sekarang memang minat lari. So my personal best dah pernah try berlari sejauh 30 km. And alhamdulillah, sebenarnya kan dulu sebelum start BSK nak sampai 5 km tu pun rasa susah. Tapi alhamdulillah sebab tak mengalah, and ada coaches yang baik macam Coach Zahri and semua coaches dekat BSK ni, and in the same time ada rakan-rakan dalam grup kan, diorang memang ingatkan hari ni dah jalan dah, hari ni dah exercise dah, so macam Zu tak macam ni, kita takkan tercicik lah. Kalau boleh kan, macam walaupun kita saya macam ni, ada orang yang memang introvert kan, try to get attached dengan grup masing-masing, sebab energi daripada semua orang dia akan keep kita going, walaupun macam ada hari kita rasa macam tak laratnya nak buat apa-apa. Macam pagi ni honestly pagi ni I ada exercise dengan Coach Zahri, tapi honestly kan I rasa macam I nak buka dan tengok je, tapi because of kawan-kawan macam dah message pagi banyak-banyak kan, macam tak apa, tukar baju masuk sekali. I rasa nak tengok daripada nak tengok jadi nak buat. So saya rasa vibes orang sekeliling pun memberi macam nak cakap memberi impact jugalah dalam kita punya fitness journey ni. So dalam apa yang saya nak simple kat sini, jangan takut untuk mencuba, jangan takut untuk bertanya, jangan tenggelamkan diri anda lah. Macam kadang-kadang rasa macam bisingnya semua orang kan, tapi jangan risaulah, macam cuba macam ni. Saya rasa semua orang ada vibes yang kita nak improvekan diri kita daripada dulu ke sekarang. Alhamdulillah, walaupun macam sekarang kan saya masa my second season baru saya dapat saya punya normal BMI. So tapi walaupun saya dah capai normal BMI tu, saya tak nak berhenti, sebab saya tahu kalau saya berhenti nanti akan naik balik. So and then bila setiap season tu kita akan jumpa orang baru, kawan-kawan baru, which is kalau dulu saya ada kawan kat Semenanjung saja, sekarang saya ada kawan dekat Sabah, kat Sarawak kan. So macam mana tahu nanti ada rezeki kita boleh merentas negeri satu hari nanti boleh jumpa diorang, buat aktiviti sama. So macam untuk semua orang jangan give up. Try to cedok sebanyak-banyak ilmu, sebab honestly macam saya diet comot-comot, saya tak pernah buang gula dalam kopi saya. So macam tadi Encik Amirul pun suka kopi kan, jangan buang gula Encik Amirul dari kopi Encik Amirul tu. So macam kita tahu macam nak control needs, so cedok sebanyak ilmu and try to implement dalam seharian. Itu je.
Okay, so untuk Zoo, sebab for my team, I suka educate my participant. Okay, so sharing like, that's why I suka my participant tanya soalan dekat saya. So I boleh menjawab dan kita boleh discuss sama-sama. Sebab it's not like I je yang betul and diorang tak betul. So maybe I learn from them and diorang juga belajar daripada saya. So we are in the learning process together. Kalau ada ilmu yang saya boleh sharekan, saya share. And then this one, it's not about seorang punya journey. Okay, we have to surround ourselves dengan yang orang-orang yang dalam kelompok yang sama supaya kita lebih bermotivasi untuk exercise dan kita punya exercise ataupun fitness journey tu sentiasa konsisten. Macam yang Zoo lah, dia apply tu dulu. Alright.
Thank you Coach Zoe and Zu. Kita sekejap kita nak invite Coach Kevin Zahri sekejap. Kita nak ambil gambar sekejap je sebab Coach Kevin punya session patutnya sejam saja. Sekejap. Coach Kevin Zahri ada ke? Lepas tu kita akan sambung dengan Coach Kevin Andrew dan kita akan habis sikit je lagi. Coach Kevin Zahri.
Saya ada. Tapi
okay.
I can stay. I want to listen to the success story juga tu.
Okay. Sure. Lagi cantik. Thank you, Coach.
No worries.
We'll proceed with Coach Kevin Andrew to share his experience and the team lah, Team Spidey ke Team Spider? Silakan.
Team Spidey.
Team Spidey, yes. Silakan.
Right. First of all, thank you so much. Basically, for my experience since BSK 1, there's a lot of leading participant, but of course since season 1 most of us pun kita tidak tahu what is the program, so basically it's try and error. But as we go along, and the program we know sudah the flow, and it's much easier to have a certain routine that we do, right? So basically for my participant, Ziodora, so I met her, I think since the PKP, is it?
Yep.
I'm doing the online training. Before that is belum BSK, and she joined the session. So basically, memang semangat. So it's not about me today. It's about Ziodora. So I have to share her experience. Right. So go ahead, Ziodora.
All right, thank you, Coach. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. So as Coach Kevin Andrews mentioned earlier on, before this, my lifestyle, I was actually very active. Saya pergi gym, saya senam, saya suka berlari. That is one of my great hobbies. Saya suka berlari, menikmati keindahan alam, that I appreciate everything. That really gives me a joy of happiness. But sometime around September 2018, if I'm not mistaken, saya pun similarly to like the other participants there, saya pun cedera. Saya lari, I remember I was running on the treadmill, there was a pop, and then I started to limp, and I was wondering what happened to me. And tiba-tiba lutut saya kiri kanan menggemuk. I honestly do not know what happened. Dia menggemuk, dia membesar. So I went to see a specialist, and that's where I was diagnosed saying that you had a slight tear. And now my knees, constant friction. So when Coach Kevin Zahri mentioned about the wear and tear, that is exactly what my doctors mentioned to me. Your body will experience wear and tear as you progress. So constant friction, both knees, and I have to take glucosamine, and he sent me for physiotherapy and such. But the thing is, even though that seems to be a solution to all of it, this is where your work-life balance come into the picture. With how my working hours and such is so crazy and the commitments and such, I was unable to do that. So saya tak berapa commit, and my weight started to naik. Saya start naik perlahan-lahan. So bila dah start naik perlahan-lahan, mula-mula ikat perut dengan korset ni. Okay, tak apa, control, tak nak makan. But it didn't work. Wearing corset led me to have experience backache pula. And I was getting very much depressed. I do not want my weight to increase, but I can't work out. And I was advised to avoid any explosive impact. So imagine that for the next 2 years, I was totally down. And that's where I started to experience and taste what depression is actually like. It snowballed to other matters as well. Work related was one of it. Dah berat makin naik. I can't do this. I can't run. So semua ni, little by little, it snowballs without me knowing it. So I've known Coach Kevin Andrew for some time, but when my dear friend, Miss Nurul, she shared that Coach is organizing this, would you like to give it a try? So I masuk kelas Coach masa tu around October, November. And I told myself, this is my birthday month. I decided to do something good for me, something rewarding for me. How much longer must I be kept in this mindset and this situation? So I approached him. And I joined class masa tu. Masa tu belum BSK lagi, tapi saya masuk dulu kelas Coach Kevin. And to be honest with you, when I first started his class, I just froze. I just stand there and I froze. Even though I wear proper workout attire, I just stand there and froze. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. I punya lutut tu, I have to avoid those explosive impact. So saya banyak bergerak, just move around. Tapi peluh. So I was like having that complexity interior whereby, am I enjoying this or am I not enjoying this? But the key to it was that you have to be honest to your coach. So I told him, Coach, saya ni sakit lutut. Can you please, for every movement that you shown to us, show us the regression version. What should I do? And he even noticed it. Bila kita senam, everybody, you have to open your camera. If not, your coach will not be able to help you. So bila buka kamera, dia nampak macam mana saya punya pergerakan itu. So that's why dia kata, okay Dora, you okay? Okay, if you can go down, if you cannot, it's okay. So that's why you engage with your coach. You have to open your camera. You have to be honest and such. So then I still tak lompat lagi. I was so scared, but I had started to build the stamina. So that was the first achievement unlock. Then he campaigned to me, why don't you try and join BSK? BSK is going to be fun. But he cautioned me, it's a matter of choice. At that point of time, saya macam, okay, masuk. And it's seronok, 56 classes lah, apalah, 56 days and all sorts of classes and such. But again, the underlying message about BSK is about making the right choice for yourself. It's like a buffet of choices. And you just have to explore all of them for you to finally decide what works best with you, especially in maintaining and identifying that work-life balance. So to conclude, when I joined the classes, I still maintain under my dear coach Tim Spidey, and nama pun Spidey, dia suka lompat-lompat. And I told myself, I want to be like him. I nak lompat macam dia. So I focus, I joined the other classes. Other coaches will impart their knowledge. So from there on, you begin to listen the experiences. Sakit lutut macam saya ni, you have to strengthen your muscles rupanya. Oh, baru saya tahu. So strengthen muscle, ada coach dia. And then what about the depression that I started to experience, and it has started to snowball? Other coaches, other sharing there. You have to join some yoga classes because there's breathing lessons. And there are some parts also whereby I told the coaches kat situ, saya suka bercakap. Saya suka type message kat situ, hi, I'm Dora from Team Spidey, I have a question. So one of the other things that bothers me so much is, under the MCO, ladies and gentlemen, the way that I work, I clock in pagi and I can sit for 4 to 5 hours attending meetings after meetings. And I only have 1 hour break of rest, di mana I baring solat, but my mind doesn't switch off. And I continue to work. I work at nights because I have international phone calls to make. And I even work on weekends. So that's my life. So you can't fit your life and compare with others. Orang lain mungkin tak situasi macam you. So kalau if you listen to your friends, hey, I senam, I managed to go through all the 5 classes of today. I did that. So as I mentioned earlier on, BSK is about a buffet of choices. I tested and established my own hypothesis. What would work best for me? So saya join. Saya pernah hari yang saya join semua. Pagi berjujuk saya join duduk. And then saya join tengah hari. And then saya join malam. Saya join weekends, pagi and malam. Saya join weekdays, pagi, petang, malam. But finally it comes to conclude, you know what's best for you. And for me, it seems that I'm not a morning person because I have to reserve my energy for my work. But what matters is I already have that mindset. Kerja sampai pukul 6 I have to switch off because I want to join the classes of BSK. That 1 hour of BSK, that's for me. I have contributed more than 10 hours of working for my company, so I deserve this 1 hour for me. So you have to establish that mindset and understanding. Remember, no matter how hard you work, you have to honor and reward yourself for that 1 hour for yourself. So that's what I did. Towards the beginning, yes, I was excited as many other people, but towards the end, I began to realize that don't compare yourself with others. Only you know what works best for you. And perlahan-perlahan, I dah establish that lifestyle. I know what works best for me. And without me realizing it, perlahan-lahan, my lutut was actually getting stronger. Daripada I tak boleh lompat, I meleleh je elok, I tengok Coach Kevin boleh lompat Spidey dia. And then finally, let me give it a try. So perlahan-lahan, I can actually do it. So I began to jump sikit slowly. But every time you jump, only you know what's the threshold and the heights and the impact that you can actually absorb. So that's what I did. And then in terms of running, that was another achievement that I was so happy to unlock. So it started with Coach Gaya's program, 3 kilometers of walk. I started to do that. And in between those 3 kilometers of walk, I started to infuse a little bit of running. Cuba tengok boleh tak I cuba lari sikit for 2 minutes. Lari sikit. And again, it eventually snowballed. And Alhamdulillah, I joined the challenge of 21 kilometers of running. I was so surprised. I was running downstairs. I remember pusing my apartment. My stamina was there. I did not feel tired and I did not feel the pain in my knees. Without me realizing, I macam, dah 2 kilometer, okay. Dah 4, wow, 5, 6, wow. Suddenly I told myself, I tak rasa penat. The stamina is still there. My knees rasa okay. So I began to push, and that was when I realized, wow, I can first run 6, and the next day or a few days later, I could run 8, and then I could run 10. But the longest task force I did, I ran 12. So I was like, mashallah, I was really, really happy. And again, similarly to like the other sharing by the other participants, it's no longer about kurus. That's hence the nama is Bukan Soal Kurus dan Suka Hati Aku, apa aku nak buat, because only I know what works best for me and only I know what would be the best template for me to move forward. So to conclude, at the end of the season, I was very, very happy, and I told my coach, dear coach, I'm happy to tell you that I can actually jump, I can do your exercises, I can run again. My depression has really, really gone down. I am more calm. I have learned from BSK how to switch off. That's another problem. Bila saya tidur, saya tak boleh switch off. And I tend to think while I'm sleeping. So slowly, these are actually progress. So ladies and gentlemen, if you think that the anchoring success is measuring that weight on your weighing scale, I would like to rally you to probably alter a bit your ultimation and aspiration on that, because everything is not about the numbers on the weighing scale, but the other achievement that you can actually unlock. So that's my story, and thank you so much, Coach Kevin Andrew, because you have been really, really awesome. He's like a great pillar behind my success. I can actually run balik, guys. Losing weight is just a bonus. So that's all sharing from me.
All right, thank you so much, Isadora, for the sharing. Disclaimer, nobody's getting paid for sharing this. So, so it's like I said, it's basically everything is work in progress. Try to find what best work for you, and of course, we will give you all those options, and it depends on you, macam mana you want to gerakkan diri sendiri. Right, so thank you so much, Isadora.
Thank you very much, Coach Kevin Andrew and Isadora. That's why apa tadi yang Isadora sebut tadi, it's customized for us. Saya nampak BSK MCMC, that's a good thing about BSK actually, sebab kita ada a good foundation where Coach Kevin Zahri akan bagi a good foundation, and then there are coaches that could help, even one-to-one, even in a group, that maknanya kita boleh bagi a detail trainings kan. So that is a good thing about BSK. So now saya just baru nak share juga, BSK MCMC 2021 masih lagi open for you guys. So masih lagi open kalau ada lagi yang masih nak masuk. Sebab tadi session sekarang ini sebenarnya just ada 2 hours or 3 hours session ni tak cukup sebenarnya. The coaches akan bagi lebih lagi. So we are still open. And then thank you very much, Coach Kevin Zahri, to all the coaches, Coach Zoe, Coach Kevin Andrew and Coach Cruz, ada Coach Rini juga kat sini. Thank you very much. So kita nak ambil gambar sekejap, and then kita akan conclude the session.